ever. And due to contractual obligations and to shield our airwaves' corporate licensees from any semblance of liability, responsibility, and gullibility, we must tell you the views represented on this show are not necessarily those of this station or its management. This radio show contains differing points of view on current political topics, and due to the nature of its contents, it should be heard by everyone. Thank you for listening.
3, 2, 1.
Now live from the heart of liberal Wisconsin, where the political party is just beginning, welcome to the Devil's Advocate Show. Best friends proving it's never personal, only politics.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
Now here are your hosts, Dom and Crute.
Welcome to the Devil's Advocates Radio Show. Happy Hump Day, my little buddy.
Happy Hump Day to you, big fella. Always a pleasure to join you on the People's Airwaves.
Dominic, we're going to do it a little differently today.
Why do you always make last-minute adjustments?
Well, today, in a sense of fairness, I'm going to let you lead the show. I'm going to let you pick the lead.
Fair and balanced? Well, of course, the lead, Crudy, has got to be our fair president overseas today, causing a ruckus.
Oh, that's not where I would have gone.
Crudy would have been complaining about something else, I'm sure. But how can you not take note? President Trump overseas claiming that Germany is essentially a tool of Russia, controlled by Russia, because they get a significant amount of their energy source from Russia.
You know how Donald Trump knows for sure?
Pillow talk with Putin last night?
Something similar. When Putin let him out of the GIMP cage.
Bring out the GIMP.
He told him that we also control Germany.
GIMP's sleeping. We'll wake him up. But, Crudy, here's what... Aren't you not supposed to criticize a president when they are overseas? Is that something that... I'm not sure on all these rules. I mean, hell, all the conservatives get all their undies in a wad about, the American flag. But, of course, over the 4th of July, I see lots of conservatives wearing American flag apparel, which, of course, is against the flag rules. But I digress. Another custom is what? Not to criticize the president while they are overseas. And those dirty liberals, Crudy, they just can't help themselves, like Schumer and Pelosi.
Dirty liberals. Hashtag not my president.
From the Washington Post, John Wagner, 2 top Democrats in Congress on Wednesday issued a sharp rebuke of President Trump as he began a week of high-stakes diplomacy in Europe, calling his behavior at the outset of a NATO gathering an embarrassment.
Well, that's just a fair assessment.
Schumer and Pelosi
That's not so much criticism, it's just an observation.
Really. Issued a joint statement in response to comments Trump made at a breakfast meeting in Brussels in which he said he considered Germany to be captive to Russia because it is getting much of its energy from the nation. President Trump's brazen insults and denigration of one of America's most steadfast allies, Germany, is an embarrassment, Schumer and Pelosi said in a statement. His behavior this morning is another profoundly disturbing signal that the president is more loyal to President Putin than to our NATO allies. Oh, damn!
Also true.
Just, expressing their opinions.
Casual observations. A morning chit-chat over breakfast, over brunch, perhaps, Tom.
Is it appropriate, Crudy, for any senator, congressperson to criticize a sitting president, regardless of political affiliation, while they are overseas conducting this country's work?
I would just say I never saw any restraint when Obama was overseas. I'll just put it to you that way. Turnabout, fair play, I say.
Trump's itinerary in the coming days also includes a summit in Helsinki, as in Helsinki Suite, with Russian President Vladimir Putin that has already riled some NATO leaders who fear Trump is seeking to forge a stronger relationship with Putin than with traditional U.S. allies.
He wants more time out of the GIMP cage.
Democrats in Congress are pressuring Trump to confront Putin on Russia's interference in the 2016 election. Like Rojo yesterday. Nah, not that big a deal.
We got bigger problems.
Trump has continued to highlight Putin's denials of such activity, Finally, Crudy, and I'll let you go. If the president leaves the Putin meeting without ironclad assurances and concrete steps towards a full cessation of Russian attacks on our democracy, this meeting will not only be a failure, it will be a grave step backwards for the future of international law and global security, Schumer and Pelosi said in their statement. A successful meeting means real action now.
And seal it with a kiss. That handshake, Donald Trump fully believes Kim Jong-un will denuclearize because he shook his hand.
Well, yeah, they have
the handshake is binding.
They got a deal, right? Because, Trump never backed out of a handshake deal. Just as stormy.
That was more of a hand job deal.
Allegedly.
I'm going to quote two Democratic leaders. Of course, we speak of Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi.
Chuck and Nancy.
The president needs to remember that as commander-in-chief, his duty is to protect the American people from foreign threats, not to sell out our democracy to Putin. Trump's comments about Germany came before a meeting with the NATO Secretary